Good morning, beautiful sparks of light. Welcome to another morning of mindfulness with Deb. I had lots of things planned today, but I was inspired to change it all up. So here we are. Today, I'd like to begin by leaving your eyes open and taking some centering breaths with your eyes open. Slowly breathe in and slowly breathe out through your mouth. Today, we're going to leave our eyes open and we're going to use our mindful eyes to create some peace and balance and calmness inside of our bodies. There's a lot of shift going on right now, lots of heavy energy out there. So I'm going to turn my camera off, talk to you through our mindfulness. So go ahead and get in your mindful bodies, sitting up straight. What I'd like you to do is just use your mindful eyes. Just notice how things feel in your body as you're looking at nature. Making sure that you're breathing to a rhythmic pattern. And just being aware of your abdomen expanding as you're breathing in, contracting as you're breathing out. Using your mindful ears to hear the song of the birds, noticing those clouds floating by, just like your thoughts. Not clinging and not attaching. Simply breathing in the beauty. Not judging anything. Just noticing. Allow the beauty to penetrate the cells inside your body. Still breathing. Breathing in beautiful sunshine. The energy. Feeding the very essence of our cells. Having that little slight smile. Noticing how it feels. The feelings of joy, peace, relaxed, calm. beauty. Taking it all in. Being in the moment. Being there. Nothing else matters. Just breathing. Allowing. This moment is all we have. Sit with it. Be with it. Breathing and letting go. Letting go of the stresses. I am letting go. Breathe in. I am. Breathe out. Peace. Breathe in. I am. Exhale. Relaxed. Just feel it. Feel your body, knowing everything is settling down. So let's go ahead and take a centering breath in, slowly breathing in, pausing, slowly exhaling. Perfect. Perfect. So today I am excited that I allowed the inspiration because I think we all needed to come back to balance and center and focus. And today's Fabulous Friday. And then on Fabulous Friday, I like to do the reviewing of what we've done over the week so that we help to put that a little deeper into our inner self, our inner heart, our inner soul. And we talked a lot this week. We talked a lot about a body scan and how that can help settle you down and to notice those sensations that are going on in your body. We used our mind to just focus on different parts of our body, and we learned that we can feel coldness or warmness or tingling. There might be some sensations or blocked energy that we're starting to get in tune with. We learned that when we're ready, we can communicate with our body parts and see what they want to say to us. We understand that animals in the wild, when they start to feel ill, they don't have a doctor to go to. Now, I'm not telling you not to go to the doctor. I'm just telling you to maybe tune in first to see what it is that's going on, because as you take a look at animals, they don't go to the doctor, but they do, when their stomach's upset, they will start to eat grass or lick themselves if they got hurt. They are intuitive. They're following what their body needs. So take it to the laboratory. If you are having an ache or a pain and you know you're going to go to the doctor, tune in, ask yourself, ask your pain, what is it you need from me? And you never know, the doctor might confirm that. Who knows? I always like to take things to the laboratory and test it out. We talked, and then also the body scan can assist you with getting more relaxed before you go to sleep. And we did a lot of thinking. If we're in that state of mind where we cannot settle our brain down, we have another tool that can identify thinking, thinking, thinking. Or if you're into the future, planning, planning, planning. I'm planning. So that's what you're doing instead of being in the moment, worrying, worrying, worrying what's going to come. Remember, we worry so much that eventually it never happens the way we think it is. And then by identifying these emotions, it'll bring you to the now. Okay, if you're wearing a watch, what time is it? It's now. What time will it be in 10 minutes? In 10 minutes, it will be now. It's always now. So that's why it's important to make sure you're staying out of the pesky past or the frisky future. We learned this past week to be mindful of our emotions, to name those emotions. And sometimes we even get caught up with, I am angry. Think about the power of that. I am angry. You are affirming you're angry. And then everything you feel, see, you become angry. So you get in tune with, I feel angry. I feel angry. Once you name it, it'll release some of the energy that's associated with it. Remember that energy, emotion, E in the emotion word is energy in motion. So it's emotions are your energy in motion. If you don't feed your feelings turning into energy, then your emotions will stop. But it's up to you to use your mindful tools. You are the one who is in control. So even when we are mindful of our emotions, we can't cling to it. If you've had a happy experience, don't cling to it, because sometimes you're clinging to the past. Oh, I want it to be the way it was. That was such a happy time in my life. You can remember it fondly, mindfully remember it, but when you cling to it, then it stops you from living in the now. Now. So we looked at those emotions, and we remember if we have such not nice emotions like sadness, frustration, anger, we will react, immediately react. But when we breathe, we create space, a little space. We breathe again, more space and more space and more space. Some of us, it takes 20 breaths, mindful breaths, not being automatic, but mindful breaths, centering mindful breath. We can create enough space to respond to a situation instead of react. We may still choose after those 20 breaths to react, but now you're mindfully knowing that you're reacting. You're mindfully knowing that. And that's your choice. Okay. But then if you choose to do that, guess what you're working on for the next couple days, weeks, whatever. You're working on the coulda, shoulda, woulda. You're working on the guilt for reacting. You're working on forgiveness for reacting. So sometimes the reaction is a good thing, because when you mindfully react, then it's reminding you that now I have to do more work. And we're all on this journey of life, this earth school. We're continuously learning. And if you're watching this video, you are expanding. You're expanding, you're growing your knowledge of becoming a better, happy human. And that's our goal, is to be a happy human. And awareness is wellness. And sometimes we don't feel so well, but now we're aware. And if you're aware of something, then you can mindfully change it. That's your choice. We need to take 100% responsibility for our actions, behaviors. Okay. So remember that the breath is something that will create that space. And if you're breathing, you're being mindful. And you can choose next time to respond. There are sometimes we actively say, I don't care what the consequences are. I'm still going to do what I'm going to do. And because it's your path, and it's where you're supposed to be for your highest and best. We discussed a lot about what happens when we move into that stress mode, that our heart will see something like a fire, and the heart starts to beat irregularly, incoherent, and it sends a neutral message to the amygdala. So go ahead, put your hand on your heart and your hand on the back of your head. Your amygdala is somewhere in there, okay? So that message goes from your heart up to your amygdala, and and then your amygdala is your emotional control center. So then it starts dumping all these hormones into your system, adrenaline and cortisol, the two hormones that are considered stress hormones. Well, then that gets flooded in your body. Then your prefrontal cortex, take your two fingers, say peace. Prefrontal cortex, your thinking brain, goes offline. You don't need to calculate how long it's going to take for your house to burn down. You need energy, you need strength, and you need super hyper focus. Your eyes dilate, you get more oxygen so you can run faster, and you get more strength in your muscles so you can pick up your child or your cat or your dog on the way out. You're instinctively knowing what you need to do to get out of there. Okay, that's your lizard brain. And remember, we talked about the hand model where you're flipping your lid. And that's all because your heart and your brain are connecting and they're sending messages back and forth to each other. Remember, everything works together. Body, mind, and your spirit. Again, spirit, soul, that is the essence of who you are. Okay. So there's lots of things going on in your system, and the hand model, in order to come back online so you can think, okay, now what do I need to do? What do I need to do now that I am safe? I am safe. I need to breathe. The amygdala gets notified because the heart's like, okay, danger's over. I'm out of the fire. Now I can breathe. And the prefrontal cortex comes back online. Okay, what do I need to do now? I need to call these people. I need to call these people. I need to take care of this. I need to do that. But if you continue to stay in the past, oh my gosh, I could have died, you can't think. It's still flooding your body full of those hormones. Okay, so again, that's the emotional control center, the amygdala, the fight. You don't need to fight the fire. Your history if you fight the fire. Freeze, the fire's going to take you down. Flee, you fleed. You ran away. You flew away. So your amygdala gets hijacked. It does. And the hijacking is very stressful on your body. That indeed it is. So those are the things that we covered over the past week. If you missed any of those, please, you are more than welcome to go and watch the videos, because I think they help let you know what's going on into your system. Again, what time is it? It's now. It's now. Anything that happened this morning, we have this field around us and it gets projected out. If you've had a tough morning and you have this heavy energy with you, when you walk in a room, people know. You can walk in with a smile and they still know. They still know, because there's this energy with your emotions, and it's felt by people who pick it up, who are in tune. And you have the choice. You have the choice to say, I'm safe. I'm safe. Okay. Whatever happened, I'm safe. I'm safe. That calms your heart down. I'm safe. I'm breathing. Your amygdala is like, oh, I'm safe. Nothing wants to hurt me. And then your prefrontal cortex comes back online. Okay. I hope that you enjoyed the mindful vision today of watching with your mindful eyes and listening with your mindful ears. I just know you're going to have an amazing day, and remember to practice, because practice is where we put it into play.